Hey, what's up going on, guys? Me and this guy name, what's your name? Takao or
Hey
Jet?
guys, I'm Takai
Jet is
Suara, and welcome back to another Redstone video. Uh, this
we
time,
gonna red 7x7 door. It's not a vault door or semi-hipster door. This is 7x7 door.
7x7 seamless piston door. It took like 4 months to build it, but I kind of took like a break for like 1.5 months because I got really frustrated. But anyway, let's just
Yeah,
show you how the door works. So, gonna
right.
flip the lever.
I just gonna hide the screen.
Okay, so that's the closing,
PMX. Like it.
and this is the opening. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on. You have to have the quintuple extender, the quad on the bottom. You have to update all the pistons, stuff. So yeah.
How long you build this Redstone 7x7 door?
Like 4 months. Although it was only like 3.5, but because I took a few breaks.
Okay. Oh, I thought you just stopped. It's still moving.
Yeah, there's like a pause in the middle. Um, that was not intended, but I was kind of like, the door's done. I don't want to mess with it anymore because I'm gonna screw it up somehow. So, and that's the door open. So now,
Okay, I don't know how much I'm gonna translate soon.
okay, so
These blocks are quite huge.
yeah, it's really big. I don't know what the dimensions are, but it's like probably like more than like, I don't know, 6 gazillion blocks. I know that's not a real number, but you know, let's just roll with it. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the explanation part now. Um, so basically, the side pistons are ridiculously easy because it's just pu pushing the pistons out like this, and that's about it. And then these pistons are in the wrong place. Should be over here. Crap. um, and then these pistons should be on over this way. Because, and the reason for this is because if we had left it like it was, it would have just been, what it would have been doing was pushing down the sides, which is obviously not what we want, because we want the entire door to close. So we have a thing here. Okay, so the sides are finished. The closing of the sides are finished. And so now, the storage pistons here, uh, gives a 1 tick pulse, so this piston spits out this block over here. And then I powered these two pistons at the same time, but this one doesn't do anything because there's an obsidian block here, which it cannot move. So that's useful. And then,
It's called remove object block.
what?
It's called remove object block.
Uh, yeah. It's, you can't move it. That's the gist of it. You can't move it. Anyway, so this piston spits out the block up there, so it's pushing all these blocks up. And then there's another storage piston here that's not supposed to be broken that I broke. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. And then that
It
pushes
was
this
by
block
the
up there, and then these two pistons fire again, and then so they spit them out into their respective spots, and then this one doesn't break. Dang it!
Oh crap!
Dang it! All right. Okay, so that's what's supposed to happen, and then that pushes it up again, and then this fires, and that goes up. But actually, what happens is this powers, and then this powers, and then this depowers, and this depowers. So this is what the closed state looks like. And then on the top here, it's basically the same concept. This one pushes in there, and this one pushes down. This one pushes down. This one pushes down. And then the top one and this one all push down to close the door. And
Oh,
then
I use this for X5 door, the pistons extender. You can see that? These pistons, I mean.
yeah, these
Yeah,
are
using my X.
these are the
on my wall.
storage blocks, or these are storage pistons, because
Yeah.
there's obviously no way you can push them all down at the same time and then retract them all, because that's not going to work. So we have to store some of the blocks over here. And then over here we have a redstone block double extender, which is kind of annoying to work with sometimes, but it's very useful. It's actually like the only way you can get this to work.
Yeah, I use this for my X5 door also, the redstone block with 2 piston extender.
Yeah. It's not really necessary for a 5x5, but for a 7x7 it definitely is. And then so, to open it, these side pistons just retract like you expect them to. You don't fall, like me. Okay. So, the sides just retract like you would expect them to. But, as you can see on this side, there are only 6 pistons here, because there's one up there. So, what this door looks like would be like this. And the reason it's like that is because I need to update these pistons when they're at this level and this level, and also that level. So that's the reason they're like that. Okay, so now there's a redstone line that powers this block, but there's nothing that powers this one. Or is there? I think there is, actually. As you can see, I'm not completely familiar with what my door looks like. That may be a problem. No, there isn't. Okay.
It's just like Repeater also. Because you don't have enough space when you try to retract the pistons.
What?
Okay, you confused about the redstones, huh?
No, I figured out what I was talking about. Okay, so this one pushes
I see.
down, and then this extends, and then this piston fires, and then so it updates this block,
Cool.
and then, but it kind of does it in a way that gives this a one-tick pulse. I can't really replicate that here because it takes very precise timing, so I'll just put that piston there. And then so here, basically it's just the opposite of what happened before. So basically it just retracts the storage blocks, and then so this one goes back up because the redstone block needs to get down here in order to power this, so it can go down more, so these can retract these blocks. If this is not making any sense, then sorry, because I'm trying to explain it the best I can. And so this piston retracts there, this piston retracts there, and then these both extend, and as you can see that powers, but that's not really any concern. And then so this can power.
Is the sticky pistons reject the redstone block?
Yeah, so this one has to push down first so it can bud this one. And that's what this piston is here for, so it can update it. And then after that, this one retracts, and then this one retracts so it can update that. So basically we just uh, push it down and push it up, or extend and retraction all in one go. No unnecessary updating shouldn't. Anyway, so now this double extender retracts back, and for the double extender I used a really nice circuit made by Deco the Redstoner and Sydney 600. um, I'll show you what it is over here. So basically this is it. It's really nice because it goes really fast and it's really compact, and it's perfect for these kind of doors because it only takes like 3 blocks in width. So yeah, it's really compact and nice, so that's why I used it. Anyway, now back to the bottom. These storage pistons are retracting that, and this storage piston retracts that. Okay, so after that happens, this piston retracts that, and that's the bottom done. Okay, so now we have to retract this back up, and then so what we do is we bring this down, and then we put that there, and then we bud this, and then we retract that, and then we retract all of this back up, and then this double extender fires again, so this redstone block this piston gets updated by this block over here, and then we can just pull it back. And then this block has been retracted, and then so now we take this, and then that's the double extension. We can just pull this back here, and then like this, and then this just extends. I have it so that whenever a redstone block goes by here, it makes these two pistons fire, so it just automatically updates everything. And then so it looks like this now, and then this just simply retracts that, this retracts that, and then this kind of just goes like this. And then that's it for the retraction. The next thing that happens is
So the top is finished.
yeah, for one retraction. The top fires 3 times. So after it retracts, then these storage pistons take it back. So over here is the reuse circuit that I used. The reuse circuit over here is kind of modified just because I was having problems with this design. Basically what happens is I have 2 items in the system somewhere. Yeah. And then every time, and then 2 times out of 3 times that I fire this, the comparator will come on. So that's 1, and then nothing, and then 2. So that's 1, 2, 3 is nothing. So that's how it works, because the first 2, so the first one is this one, so obviously it has to fire again to get these blocks, and then it stores it back here, and then it has to get this block over here. So it needs to go 3 times, but we only need this part. We only need the quintuple to actually fire twice. I mean, like, we need to fire 3 times, but we need this part to fire twice, because there's only 2 slots, right? And then
Yes.
so here, what we do now is basically do the same thing as it did at the opening, because we're just reusing the circuit, basically. But what we do next is we do that. So this one is
What about the
over.
piston?
This
What
one is
about the
on the
piston
floor.
tape? The piston tape.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. This is a piston tape. This is for the piston tape. See? Anyway, so now this is enough for this piston to come and get that block. So just, I'm just gonna go the short method and just use redstone blocks. Um, so
We use the resin block for example because we don't want to use repeater. Kinda lazy.
yeah, in the real thing, you would actually wire it all up and use this double piston extender over here and stuff like that. But I'm being lazy, so
Is we're not lazy. I mean, yeah, we are. So we're not gonna use repeater.
yeah, I'm just kind of going just show basically what happens. I'm not gonna go all the way and just rebuild the door basically again, because who
Because
knows how
we'll
long
take
that would take.
once again.
And then this piston retracts that, and then down here we need this to get pushed up another block. So what we use is the piston tape. So here, this block gets powered, but for some reason, uh, when this block goes up here, uh, anyway, actually, that's not the part I'm talking about right now. Over here somewhere, there's like a redstone block in these in like this place, and then so it just comes along here, and then it passes underneath here, and then it pushes that block up, and then it just goes around back to its original spot where it stops. And to make that timing circuit work, I used this thing over here, which was also created by Deco, because he's smart and I'm not. And then so now it's almost done. The block is still there because it just gets pushed around. So the storage piston takes the block back, and then so
Once
now
the
the
stop at height, so and then the piston retract, pull down the blocks.
yeah. So on the top here, basically we're just doing the same thing as before. It's just the quintuple extender is retracting again, extending and retracting again. I already showed the detail process of this the first time, so I'm not going to go through it again. So that's the top that's finished. Usually it would end last, but I'm just doing it first because that's kind of the way I went when I built it.
Oh, I know this.
Yeah, and then so on the bottom now, this is actually pretty complicated. Um, it took me a while to figure out how to get it to work, because it was being really stupid and weird, and it didn't work very well. And so here, basically what's happening is this is bringing this down, and then so now we need some way to power this piston to get up there. But so I'm just gonna put a repeater here. As you can see, it's not gonna work if we just power this and that, because this piston powers it instead of this one. So that's definitely not what we want. So what I tried a bunch of different methods. So what I ended up doing was I retracted these two pistons, and then I made this one extend so this can't push. Because when it's just like this is gonna push over and interfere and screw everything up. So now it works really great, and then this one will not extend because it's already extended. So this one retracts the block, and then this one retracts, this one retracts, and then the double extender goes up and down, and then this fires and this fires, and that's how it works.
Good job, man.
Thanks. Actually, you were really helpful too, because when I was having trouble with trying to figure out what the problem here was, you were really helpful by flicking the lever on and off so I could see what was happening. To be honest, I probably couldn't have finished it without you. So thanks a lot.
Anytime.
Yeah. Alright, so now that the crude explanation of the door is done, and it was probably really bad because the only other time I've done an explanation is on my 5x5 door, but that was easier. I'm probably gonna upload a better one later. Because this one was just kind of like a very, 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 very brief explanation of how this works. So, yeah, that's it for the explanation and stuff. Is there anything you want to say?
Nope.
Alright, so
Are you gonna?
what? Wait, where'd you go?
No. Are you gonna flick the lever again for the animations?
Yeah, the animation is pretty bad, I think, but I like it. Because there's a lot of like spazzy things over here. But you know what? No one cares. It works. It's fine.
I know, right?
Yeah. This reminds me of that time where I built my first 5x5 and it was so ridiculously big. It was like 40 by 40 by like 28 or something. And it was basically, it looked like the store. And also sorry if you hear background noise and echoes and stuff, because we're doing a Skype call, and also we have people in houses and stuff, you know. So, yeah, sorry about that. So here is where it kind of just stops for a while. That's just because like the repeater timings are way too long. But I was kind of just like, you know, I've been building this store for like 3 months. I don't want to mess with it anymore. That's how I felt.
So, how many hours when you finish this?
How I felt? I was like, yes, it's done! I was like, it's not gonna torture me anymore.
Okay. So, are we gonna say goodbye?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome. We see you in the next video.
And I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, see you later.